Kani kadai ka Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ka kubor baman kasni, belawan rasha pi da ka umrupa, ringkat bat ka Orange Nissan, lom sopo near Fabricate Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Ka Superintendent of Police jong ka East Castles District, ka Conclodia Lingwa, ha ka jekran bat kinong pathai kubor jong ka ni ka jalla, ha ka janmiet jong ka arpasaw tureng, mentau naitong arajar ka khandai. Kalai tu bakat nat pulit menta kala treshitom bante lakam ki kam sneu ki baharukom ki ba la kanre ha kini ki sngi bamenta khamtam ka jingkan re ka jingde drugs bat ka jingkieu ki breu ki bala karni how new jingdi penbuan ka Conclodia Lingwa kala yathoru bakat nat pulit jong ka East Castles District kala thongru sakawai ka anti narcotic task force team ka banjele persha ye ka jingkhai drugs ha kani kanong ba Shillong da ka batwat jorru hi kinong de bat ki jaka balaburi yo drugs Shibenta nagari jing tuat yakinong de drugs dang hak arpulai terek mentahiu naitung ka kanhon anti narcotic task force team kalayo kamru ye kawai kanong de drugs ka badai nagajai benreu Manipuri kabala tep kerteng kom ka kim nei khol khongsai ringkat u drugs ubaka jingkhia kalong sanspa arpukon diagram u drugs heroin ubaka jingmi kapisa ondala panya yau yu kan poisa kumba ka shiklor tingka Halor kini kijing tresitom jokat nat pulen nakaleng ka Conclodia Lingwa kalakar patru ikinong songsdong komjo ikinong kitkam sdong bakin ai kijing trelang baki pulen kenang ba onla banrat dingkhong ya kini kijing sneo.
We are seeing that it has become quite an increasing trend, and the fact that with increase of drug users, then there is also increase of crime, because the fact that the drug user sometimes becomes so desperate in their requirement of the need to sustain themselves that they will resort to any petty crime. And the example of that is that in one particular case, one pressure cooker was stolen. Now the person didn't even bother to even steal it, just grab one pressure cooker, go run somewhere and sell it for 500 or 800 bucks just to buy maybe one shop for him to use. So that has become the trend. So we have been really working hard, and we have formed a new ANTF team under the charge of Mr. Jakpal Dhanwar, and we have also formed this new team, new people, new officers, and looking at different ways and means of how to counter this menace. See, we are going on the supply side, because if we can control the supply, then hopefully we'll be able to control the, it lessens the demand. But this effort has been going on for a long time, and we are also facing a lot of obstacles. But still, we are working as much as we can. And yesterday, the anti-narcotics team, the ANTF team that we have been able to arrest one person and recovered, I think the biggest recovery for East Castles in a very, very long time, which is 529 grams of heroin. And the street value of this will be over 1 crore. In the street value means of sold in the streets will be 1 crore, maybe might be more than that. So and this lady is a Manipuri lady, and we have been trying to target these kind of characters, and due to the hard work of the team, that we were able to track at least one of them. And these are no more common dealers, they are now suppliers. They are the suppliers that are supplying to other small dealers in the city. Now other dealers, you will get from them maybe these dealers may buy from these big suppliers maybe 1-2 suitcase. Now one suitcase we would be getting about 12-13 grams, and out of that 12-13 grams, these people would then sell smaller versions of that, and which they will split them into little small golden tin. You know those golden tins which they have, that golden, like a kind of a tobacco, that is a thing. And those again will be resold in those small golden tins, which will then be cut into this small courier. So you can imagine from a 1 gram, you can sell it into small little puriyas, we call them, which are about maybe how much? 0.5 mg. Maybe-
1 gram would lead to 30 to 40
Yeah.
pudiyas, and one pudiya will cost around $200.
And we are very, very sad to say that we know this is a problem, but what I feel today is that it is also a society's problem. See, the society should also be a little bit responsible for all of this. And how can the society be responsible? By being a little bit more active and cooperating with the police. Now, in NDPS, now the NDPS Act is one of the most stringent acts. See, because the Act itself says that every seizure has to have witnesses. Now the police find it very difficult to get witnesses. Now you want us to control the drug menace, but then you are not supporting us. Then people who hire their homes, who have tenants inside the house, from the going on of in and out activities inside their premises, they should suspect something, but then they will not give any report to the police. So then it is left to us to do all the dirty work. That is unfair on the police. Actually, if you're looking at this kind of looking at the drug menace, there are so many agencies who are more qualified and who are supposed to be the dedicated agency for this. Police, look, we are handling traffic management, we are doing law and order, we are doing petty crimes, criminal activities, VIP duties, you name it, the police are there. And over on top, we are also looking at this. The fact that we are looking at this because we are also looking at the problem that will arise from the rise of drug menace. But we are looking at assistance from the public. See, if people know anything, see, we are not going to disclose. You think that we will be able to hunt down so many, we've been successful. I think in the last 5 months, how many?
Around 1 kg.
Would have crossed the 1 kg mark. See, but all this we are really slogging by ourselves. So a little bit of assistance. See, people should also try understand and know that it is their children who are suffering. And the sad part is our society do not want to accept this fact. See, a drug user is suffering from a disease. He cannot be treated as an outcast. If you treat him as an outcast, he becomes more depressed and he gets more and more into the habit. And getting out of this habit, I'm telling you, it's really, really, really tough. The guy will start small and he will go all the way up to injecting and mainlining. Mainlining is when they go straight into the artery. At that stage, it is one of the most dicey stage because with the kind of adulteration that is being done by these small time drug peddlers, they are mixing third grade painkiller, they are mixing, I think, talcum powder, they are mixing your muscle dal, they grind. And if you mainline that, it is not so much as overdose. I think the heart just stopped working from overdose of other stuff which is going straight into the heart. So our parents, our people should also understand that if they do not look at this problem as a problem of the society, we will never be able to work against this. It is just growing by the day. As of date, we have about how many injectors which we have reached injection state. I think from the data of Reham, I think it's almost crossed 11,000. So, and we are not talking about other smokers, they call them chasers, those who just inhale. We are not even looking at that. Now the police have been conducting a lot of drug awareness program in schools, in colleges. We are looking at the society. We are working in different lines. I am looking at a cooperation of the society, because if you look at it as only another person's problem, then it becomes a real problem. It becomes a problem to us to deal with this situation. We also request the headmen of localities, all the VDPs who are part of the system, who are also assisting us in any other way, to also assist us as witnesses. The NDPS Act does not allow seizure only by the police. Unless and until we have independent witnesses, we cannot do a seizure. And how can we allow a person like this lady who carried that much heroin, how can we allow her to go scot-free? Now you tell me, isn't the crime of a supplier worse than the crime of a common criminal, a murderer? With that 500 grams or more of heroin, you will be killing I don't know how many people. You will be harming the lives of so many people. You will be affecting and destabilizing the family life of hundreds and hundreds of people. So if the society is going to assist us, we will ensure those kind of people go away for a long time. But if you do not help us, how can we put that person away for a long time? I need the witnesses to go to the court. The court will be having a trial. I need the witness to be there to cooperate, to ensure that the conviction is done. Conviction for this is the NDPS Act already says that 250 gram is already commercial. It is already a commercial, what they call it, quantity. Now we have crossed that huge quantity, and this is like, I don't know what, it is like a quantity like 20, not less than 20 years. So do we want this kind of person to go in for 20 years? Definitely we want, but how will we get that person in unless the society, the headmen, the people in those localities cooperate with us? Otherwise, what, we also will surrender. Becomes difficult, no? Yesterday it took the team 3 hours to wait for one single witness to come. So we just have to wait because we cannot move in.
There are certain localities where they help us a lot, but then there are certain localities where they cannot, depending upon their own personal issues also. For example, yesterday in Madan Rating we had to wait for so long. Simple reason, it's a daytime. One, they are on their jobs doing something, or something else for their lives, to earn their livelihoods. Secondly, in Madan Rating, the drug menace in last year and a half has reached such a level that they have, I don't know whether they have got bored, whether they have got what, every day our team is there. And we cannot move in without witnesses. It's not like that, oh, we found something and then we'll call the witness. No, witness has to be there with us. And you have to bear this thing that for one operation it might take 4 to 5 hours. Now imagine a person who is there as a witness. He has to be there and he's hanging high and dry, no food, no water, just like us. See, we are habitual that ways. So we understand their problems. But we would that is why ma'am has stressed on this point, that we would want people to be more cooperative. If Rangbash along the headmen, Sardars cannot come, VDPs cannot come, at least if these young boys from the locality, maybe they can, that these are the solutions which we will have to find at our own level by discussing. It's not a forum to criticize our community, but to discuss these things in open. One. Secondly, there is one more issue which we would like to flag at this point of time. Till today, we have not arrested, we have not put any house owner in a case. But as per NDPS, we would like to clarify section 25. If you are allowing your premises to be used for some criminal activity under NDPS Act, you are liable as an abettor. Your punishment is same. In this case, we have asked for legal opinion. We are discussing among ourselves. We would want to put house owner also in the case, because see, this recklessness with the tenants cannot go on. You know, it's very easy for people to blame police for every wrongdoing, but we would rather want to ask questions from the people. Why are you allowing this thing to happen? Why are you not telling us if somehow some person is being visited at odd hours multiple times? Now yesterday we caught this woman, now neighbors are telling us, oh, this house though is being visited by people at odd hours, you know, so many unknown people are coming. So why can't you tell us beforehand? See, these are the things, because see, this drug problem, it's a social evil. It is not something which only law enforcement can handle. We need a lot of assistance from each and every nook and corner. I mean, America has tried its best. Now they are talking about legalizing ganja, you know, marijuana.
No, they're not talking. They have already legalized
Yes,
in a lot of states.
Lots of states.
But that is here. See, we are looking at hardcore heroin. It's something that Shillong is kind of heard. It was stories. It was stories told to us. Now it is happening at every doorstep. So the number of users with the ones which I'm saying, forget the injectors, the number of just common users. What is more dangerous about this addiction is that parents will not know that their children are using till it is too late. Because the first stage users, the children are very calm, very docile, very timid. Parents won't even know that they're already users till it is too late. This is the danger, and it has touched so many homes. I'm telling you, it has touched the homes of the rich. It has touched the home of the poor people, the middle class, the rich people. There is no gap in the system for this kind. If we do not look at this as something dangerous, I am not criticizing anybody. I only request that if you are as concerned as us, then you need to assess us. Without independent witness, our hands are tied. If I'm on the target of a house where I know that this is a big supplier, and I'm just standing outside and I can't make a seizure, that is a bit much. So this is what I am saying, and what we have seen in other localities. Other localities like Jaipal is saying, maybe they don't have as much seizures as Madanrating. But Madanrating is a huge locality. Anybody can be a witness. It's not that you have to be a neighbor. It's not that you just have to be a concerned citizen also to be a witness.